man and his 5-year-old daughter were murdered at a car wash in the Fort Worth suburb of Forest Hill.
Sky 4 video shows dozens of evidence markers around a maroon Challenger. Also a vacuum still laying in the front seat. Fort Worth and Mansfield police were on scene to help with crowd control. Raw emotions as loved ones.
Now, for y'all that don't know, there was a 5-year-old who was gunned down with her dad. Her dad is a rapper named Ronnie in Fort Worth, Texas. So we covering this. I need y'all to keep it going. But before we get into this, let's see what Charleston White had to say about the daughter. It's very disgusting.
Acting like y'all celebrating the capture of that goddamn nigga. Man, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Y'all done got mad. Nigga, fuck the baby. What? yeah, fuck the baby. And fuck the city of Fort Worth too. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing or say nothing to me. I swear to God they ain't. Nigga, go yay.
Y'all heard what that man just said? He said, you see the innocent child right here. Y'all hear what Charleston White saying? If you disagree with Charleston White, let me know how you really feel about it in the comments. Let's keep it going.
Yo, get out of jail and look the other way about me. Nigga, fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yeah, give a fuck about that baby. All that dead ass nigga. Yeah. Fuck the baby. You shouldn't say that. Fuck the baby. Now who gonna do something?
Yo, he blacked out. Let's get back into it. Let's keep it going, y'all. Keep it going, gang.
Ones rushed to the car wash. Cries were heard as people leaned on one another.
When is gonna stop? He didn't target nobody. He was a family man and he was going around rapping. Okay, why would you target him? He didn't bother nobody. And a baby, his baby.
March 3rd, 2025, at approximately 10:49 a.m., Forest Hill police were dispatched to a shooting incident at a local car wash in the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive. Upon arrival, officers discovered a 30-year-old male laying on the ground suffering
Y'all gonna see the footage of him running and leaving his daughter in the car.
multiple gunshot wounds. He'd later be identified as Chucky Smith, but more commonly known as the Texas rapper Get Money Lil Ronnie. Inside of his vehicle, officers made a horrific discovery. His 5-year-old daughter had been shot. Officers tried life-saving measures on both of them, but tragically, both of them would be pronounced dead at the scene. Preliminary investigation revealed 2 shooters wearing blue jeans and gray sweaters exited a white 4-door Kia.
And this, you know what I'm saying? You know, the streets get glamorized. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but that's what people want to see. That's what people get, you know, they want to be attracted to. That's, y'all know how this go, man. If you from the hood, you know how this go. Everybody love the street dudes. Everybody love the killers. Everybody love it until this happened, though. When this happened, everybody get mad. But everybody love the killer as long as they don't kill. Or kill somebody they don't care about. That don't make no sense.
Ronnie's vehicle was parked within a bay at the car wash, and while he was vacuuming his interior, the shooters approached on foot and opened fire. Surveillance video would hit the internet showing they fired from close range as Ronnie took off running across the parking lot and away from his vehicle. Ronnie would keep running, making his way to a dumpster where the 2 shooters who appeared to be fleeing came back. Standing over Ronnie, one shooter would again open fire, dropping him to the ground. The second shooter would go behind the dumpster, off camera, and it can be assumed he also fired into Ronnie while he was on the ground. With both shooters running off, Ronnie would make one final attempt to run, but only last 5 seconds before collapsing. The same day of the shooting, police would announce a suspect had been identified.
Now, how do y'all feel about Ronnie running off and leaving his daughter in the car? Y'all think he wrong for that? Or y'all think it wasn't intentional? He didn't mean to do that?
And an active capital murder warrant had been issued. 2 days later, police would identify both shooters to the public. 24-year-old Adonis Robinson is a convicted sex offender who was released from prison in August of 2024.
Hey, yo, one of the killers is a sex offender. I mean, he looked like he did it. Look, he like this. Look. And then Look at his picture in the bottom right. He looked like he ain't getting no play when he was in high school. Look at the bottom right. He looked like he ain't getting no buns.
He'd be convicted.
That's before the face. He had to get face tats and become a killer to get coochie. Like most dudes in the hood. A lot of dudes can't get no girls unless they join the game. You gotta get pooms. You gotta get coochie by way of joining the game.
Of sexual assault and failing to comply with sex offender.
If you ain't never had to do that, you lit.
Registration. Apparently, he was 19 years old at the time of his arrest, while his victim was 55. According to a news article from 2019, a woman was jogging a trail when she passed a man wearing a hoodie pulled tight over his head. She was attacked from behind as he threw her to the ground, hitting her and threatening to beat her unconscious if she didn't stop screaming. She continued to fight back and scream as he tried pulling down her jogging shorts.
You sexually assaulted a 55-year-old lady? I mean, he looked like he did it. You could tell he did it.
Someone nearby heard the screams and came to her aid as the suspect saw them and ran off. During the attack, the suspect dropped his phone charger and DNA on the charger
stupid. I don't even know why y'all be committing these type of crimes.
Would trace back to Adonis. Surveillance video from a nearby cell phone store would show he bought the charger hours before the attack. 21-year-old Jacoby Russell has prior convictions for unlawfully carrying a weapon, assault of a pregnant person, and assault with bodily injury. Apparently in 2023, he beat his child's mother by striking, scratching, or dragging her with his hand. A plea deal would leave him on probation for 3 years, but only months later he'd be arrested for shooting a man. Another plea deal would spare him from prison, reducing his crime to a misdemeanor and sentencing him to a 1-year labor sentence, meaning once a week he had to work at the sheriff's office.
Yo, Texas is lit. You could clap a dude and then you could get off and just say, hey, I just got to work at the sheriff's office for an hour a day, and that's it? Y'all fake be kind of like, I like, legal guns, shout out legal guns and all that, but y'all fake be giving people leeway to even commit crime, because there was no real consequences for that.
He decided not to go and had a warrant out for his arrest at the time of the car wash.
And then y'all making people in Texas look dumb as hell, because if that was a person up in New York, they would have not missed that. They're like, wait, I just clapped a nigga with an illegal gun, most likely, and all I gotta do is once a week or a couple times a week, I don't know, hand out some paperwork in the sheriff's office? Ain't no way I'm missing that. I got away with murder, basically. This idiot, you got to beyond stupid. You got to have a peon mindset to not even be able to. Yo, I can only imagine how dumb this person's parents is. Like, you couldn't pull that off. You are a waste. You probably should be locked up. That was just a waste.
Shooting. It would seem the system failed its Texas citizens, as neither man should have been in society after one attempted a rape while the other beat his pregnant girlfriend and then shot a man. The internet would heat up when photos of Jacoby next to Texas rapper CJ Casino were found. This would make a connection that would leave fans spinning theories as to who was responsible for getting Ronnie killed. But instead of focusing on the hypotheticals, what we need to focus on is accountability. I can't say what made Ronnie a target. It could have been his affiliation to the rapper Go Yayo that got him killed. But he was at a car wash in the morning with his daughter when shooters opened fire. It's become normal for anyone involved in hip-hop, from rappers to producers to even DJs, to expect violence because it comes within the culture of hip-hop.
Even a DJ.
So a 30-year-old father can be considered careless for even having his daughter in the backseat.
That's a fact. I hate when people got beef and then they go to the place they got beef at. I'm like, why would you go there if you got beef? In other words, why are you bringing your daughter with you in the same state and city and town you in if you got beef? Now, if y'all going to Florida, Disney World, Cali, Disney World, y'all out of state, that's different. And y'all got enough change to get a crib somewhere else. That's on y'all, man. Moral of the story is, don't bring your kids nowhere with you if you know you got beef and you can't afford to move, bro, or you got too much pride to move. Man, this is Keep It Going, gang. Make sure y'all comment down below or subscribe. Pick one. We in the building, man.